next year if it wins the federal election. That start date is earlier than many analysts had expected, but the Shadow Treasurer Chris Bowen says there's still time for consultation on the key Labor policy. The opposition, of course, wants to stop investors from deducting rental losses from their income tax bills, arguing that the concession is unfair and restricts younger people from actually entering the housing market. But just how much is the issue of negative gearing and other key policy issues like family trust distributions and capital gains tax discounts likely to have on the upcoming federal election? Danny Armstrong is the managing partner of Shinewing Australia. His firm has released a report today suggesting that speculation around the election is having a negative impact on both business and consumer confidence. Danny Armstrong joins us now. Thanks for your time this morning.
Good morning, Fiona.
Let's start first with business. And what are some of the key concerns raised by the businesses that you spoke to?
I think 60% of the businesses that we spoke to believe that speculation around the federal election is having a negative impact on business and consumer confidence. 65% thought it would be positive if the policymakers thought about further reductions in company tax rates that would have a positive impact on the economy and also positive flow-on investment benefits to the economy. I guess around about half of the respondents felt that family trust distributions, negative gearing and capital gains tax discounts were all important policy focuses that could shape up as election issues. People were very supportive of further funding and assistance for our drought-affected farmers, and that was respondents across all industries. 2/3 of respondents were quite concerned about tightening and access to bank finance in the past 6 months, and that was most highlighted in the health and aged care sector, in the property and infrastructure sector. And I guess that's important because that's where much of our country's anticipated economic growth is expected to come from. As a flow-on from that, our firm is seeing increasing interest in businesses in attracting capital from Asia and looking for increased export opportunities into new markets in Asia.
It's interesting, isn't it, when you break down the figures? I mean, I'm just looking here that the majority of your respondents actually say that they have noticed a tightening in access to credit in the past 6 months. And if we take that one step further and look at the issue of negative gearing, I mean, is there concern among both business and individuals about any wider economic ramifications of this policy by Labor, given we know that it was announced during a very different climate to the one that we find ourselves in now, both with regards to lending and also with regards to property prices?
I think people do have some concerns. I think changes to negative gearing and capital gains tax will undoubtedly affect the market. I guess the issue is whether it will have the desired policy effect for Labor or whether it will have other consequences for other sectors of the economy. I think the important thing that we've seen out of this survey is that regardless of who wins the election, tax policies need to be formulated in a way that take consideration the best long-term outcomes for stable and sustainable economic growth, and business is really looking for stability as the key.
We are, of course, on the eve of the federal budget, but most businesses, intriguingly, that you spoke to don't appear to be that concerned about the potential of any serious tax reforms in the 2019-20 budget.
They didn't really see this budget as providing serious tax reforms. That was an overwhelming response. So I think people are thinking that there are bigger issues at play.
Perhaps that could have something to do with the election as well. Appreciate you taking us through all those statistics this morning. Thank you.
No worries, Fiona. You're most welcome. Thank you.
That is Danny Armstrong. He's the managing partner of